I just woke up, clearly. We're redoing my in-depth skincare routine. I've done quite a few videos on TikTok, kind of just like rolling through it and doing just like adding it to like my routines and things like that, but a lot of you have been asking about like the exact products. I thought a better video to do today than doing a more in-depth look at my routine. So I want to just start out the day with a clean face. Pretty much I try to do it every day. Do I get to it every day? No, because I do have an infant. I get to it more in the mornings than I do at night, to be honest, because at night I'm just ready to always to start out my routine. I start out with 2 La Roche-Posay products, I think that's how you say it. This is their Gentle Foaming Moisturizing Wash. There is just so much like dryness that happens to my skin living here in Colorado because of the altitude, and this is the face wash that I've noticed does not make my skin super like strip it of all its oils or just make it to where it's like cracking or peeling and things like that, because I've had a lot of moisturizers that I think are just too harsh and just don't mix well with the altitude here. So this one really is gentle. After I wash my face, I always use the La Roche-Posay Ultra Micellar Water. I was never a big toner girl when I was in like high school and things like that, but since I'm in my 20s, I feel like it's never too early to start really taking care of your skin. I have a lot of like redness and just a lot of irritation that happens after I do really anything to my face. I just touch it and it's just done for. But honestly, since using this micellar water, I've noticed a lot more evenness to like my skin tone. And again, I have really sensitive skin, especially around like my eyes and around my nose. As you can see, she's a good formula too. Got up some more dirt off of my face. Now for my infamous skincare drawer I always pull out during my videos. The first product I go in with while my skin is drying from the micellar water is the Versed Advanced Retinol Eye Balm. She's a cute little green container I use literally always. Living with an infant now, this has helped with my dark circles so freaking much. A lot of the time I just don't wear makeup on my face just because I like to give my face a break unless there's like something like big going on. And I always get so many compliments that like I just look so refreshed and things like that, and I could just have the roughest night of my life. And I put this on and you'll just never know. And just like texture under my eyes too. For a long time when I would do like full coverage makeup every day, more so when I was in like high school, I would just always have a lot of like, I don't even know how to describe it, like just bumpy texture right here under my eyes, and this cream has just made it so smooth. I mean, it's literally called Smooth Landing, so I would hope so. Not to mention I am very like expressions all the time. I don't know what it is, I just can't like talk or tell a story without doing a lot with like my face and like squinting or making my eyes big or just things like that, and smiling. I smile a lot now that I have a baby, and I'm trying to, you know, stimulate some facial expressions out of him too, and this has just really helped with my little like lines on the side of my eyes. I know some things might sound like, Maleah, you're 21, what lines do you really have? But again, it's never too early to start investing in your future skin. Next, I have big Niacinamide Serum Girly. I have one from First Aid Beauty, another from La Roche, and then one from Paula's Choice. I kind of just go between the 3. They all do, I mean, the same thing. Niacinamide just helps with like dark spots, and I have a lot of hyperpigmentation from picking my face in high school. Recently, I've been using my First Aid Beauty one a lot. I love First Aid. They're the nicest people. And even when I was pregnant with Elijah, I had a lot of like cystic acne, just the hormones. This in combination with my Versed Out of Sight Dark Spot Gel. This is another OG I use in my videos all the time. I love Versed. They're affordable and their packaging is just so cute, plus their products work. It's a win. This is more for like spot treating, whereas these go all over. I did this backwards because I was talking, but normally I do my dark spot treatment and then I'll put the serum all over my face. But it won't kill you to do it backwards every once in a while if you just forget. Sometimes my brain is just racing and this happens too. I never rub my face either. I learned rubbing causes a lot of like abrasive, I don't know, like traction on your face, also causing fine lines and things like that. So I just always pat in everything. Obviously, I do a little scrubbing action with like the cleanser, doesn't everybody? Even with my under eyes, I never apply pressure and move the skin. I just glide my finger across the product, and that is that. You'll see from new pimples and things like that, I wasn't even picking these. My skin, we just love to have hyperpigmentation after I have pimples. So I just apply it to all of my little trouble spots. I don't like to say trouble spots because again, I wear like a bare face pretty much every day. It's something I started doing once I turned 18. I was just like, I'm going to try to do everything I can to teach myself to love my skin in every stage that it's in. And I found that I was using makeup not so much because I loved it, because I used to be like a really big just like beauty community connoisseur on like YouTube and things like that, but I realized I was using it as like a deflection mechanism for like, I don't know, the insecurity I had about my skin. So I just really started looking into like skincare and then finding like browns and mascara I really liked, and that honestly helped me accept my skin a lot. It was a big change, and some days it was a lot harder than others, but when I gave myself that space to just accept my skin and just my body and really just my whole self-care journey, I just gave myself that space to just kind of accept my skin how it was, and nowadays I just don't even think about it. This is how I present myself to the world. This is how I show up every day, and if that's just not your thing, you don't have to like me, but I really love myself. This is what the skin's looking like after I did everything. I love the little glow that the serum gives me too. This is like, this is it for me. Like a lot of time I'll just stop it here unless, like I said, it's like an anniversary, a birthday, something like big is going on, like our family pictures. Then I will put like some makeup over this, but I just really learned to like, this is cute, this is me. Lastly, I was not a big sunblock girly, mostly because, as you can tell, I'm melanated. So Sunscreen and we have not been the best of friends like literally my whole entire life until I got this Good Molecules sunblock sent to me. This stuff does not leave a white cast on my face. Like, I literally am obsessed. I wear this every day now. This is the Sheer Mineral Sunscreen SPF 30. I've been learning in my skincare journey that sunscreen is just so important, even when you don't think that there's like a lot of sun out, or you're not like at the beach, or it's like traditional situations we've been taught to wear sunscreen in. There is just still so much like UV damage that can happen to your skin, even when it's overcast outside. I think what I was learning about it, it's like especially when it's overcast outside, but correct me if I'm wrong if you know anything about that. But this sunscreen is to protect you from UVA and UVB. I've just been eating it up, applying it to my neck also. It's so much better than literally every other sunscreen I've used in my whole entire life. Like literally, even when I'm going to the beach or whatever, I bring this. Like when we went on our baby moon, I brought this. Another thing I love about Good Molecules is they never test on animals, as it says right there in the package. We love that. I only use skincare that is animal cruelty free, and a lot of the time I try to find just very clean ingredients also, but I'm still obviously building my collection, finding those types of things, figuring out what works for me on top of all of that. So it's a journey always, I feel like, especially if you care about, you know, certain aspects or certain ingredients about the brands that you use. At the age of 6 months and over, you can use it on children too, so I'll definitely be using this on Elijah, and it won't give him a white cast also. But that's it for all of my skincare and my current routine, all the products I'm loving right now. I try to keep it simple, keep it quick, because again, I have an infant. I can't be like doing self-care for 30 minutes anymore. It kind of has to be a 15-minute under ordeal, and the 15 minutes is like the high end if Riley's here. I'm literally obsessed with all these brands. I love all the products I'm using right now. Hopefully, as I keep learning and growing in like my skincare knowledge, I'll be able to put you guys on to more products and find even more ways to love on our skin and love how we present ourselves just as we are. But until then, this will be your little guide. I love you so much. You're so beautiful. I hope you have a wonderful day, and no matter how you decide to show up in your day, you are enough. You are beautiful. There's only one you, so just let her live. I'll see you guys in the next video.